Let people laugh in that moment, but at least you will get a chance to be educated about that thing instead of in fact, I don't like that habit. Just acting like, you are know it all and you don't know nothing. Hmm? I just say, even me, I just say, me, sijui. I've never had anything about that. Or it's a conversation, maybe people are talking about cars, or people are talking about what? Global warming, and you don't know anything. You don't have to contribute when you don't know about it. Just say, oh, I haven't read so much about that area, so I may not have so much to say. Simple. Instead of saying, oh, you see, even when I saw the clouds yesterday, then guys are like, did you even go to school? So save yourself, sis. Just say, I do not know. I do not have the ability to respond to that yet, but I will read more about it, and probably when we're talking next, I will have something to say about it. Simple. If you don't understand, ask me. If I don't understand, I should ask you, by the way, what are this or what are that? Number 6, bad conversation habit is excess small talk. We meet up, it's probably our time to just catch up, or we were supposed to talk about this or that, and then we end up just, talking about things that were very unnecessary. We don't achieve the agenda of our meetup, and yeah, we just end up sinning. I'll just call it what it is. We end up gossiping, we end up talking about other people. Man, don't be the one who's starting gossip, by the way, in groups. If that has been your career, to start gossip in conversations, sis, you gotta repent, you gotta come back to the Lord, you gotta quit that habit. Because successful people will even tell you they do not have time to talk about other people. They're so busy thinking about the next investment, the next move, the next action to take, other than they are just looking into people's lives and looking for something to say. So, by the way, small talk is cheap. So, you decide, but turning conversations into gossip is not cool at all. It's a bad conversation habit. And the one who starts it, or the ones who perpetrate it, end up looking like they're, the ones who cannot stick to something. So, yeah, people may laugh at you, people may laugh at your sarcasm at that moment, but they know if this person can talk about someone else like this, it means even in our company, we cannot hire them because this is what they look at. So, worlds have ears. Just be careful, yeah? Stick to business, finish that conversation, and then have small talk. And make it about your own lives, not about people. Don't mind other people's business. Just mind yours and handle your business well. Number 7, worst conversation habit is being slow. Okay, don't mean it in that sense. I know not everyone was born with all the words to say, but sometimes it's just proper that when we are in a sitting of like a group and everyone is asked to respond about something, maybe the places you've traveled, then it gets to my turn and I'm like, and other people are waiting on your response. It's not proper. Just say something like, well, I have been to so and so, such and such a place, yeah, or I don't have a response yet. Can I give you a response once we're done? Nobody would stone you for that. But keeping people, you're just taking your sweet time. The world should stop for you because you are Cinderella and people have things to do. It's not good manners. Just try your best to respond as fast as you can. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to be so perfect in speaking, but you can try to learn how to respond quickly. If you don't have a response yet, it's just proper to say, I don't have anything to say yet, but maybe as a conversation builds, I should be able to give a response. That's way better. Number 8, worst conversation habit is the I factor. Where You know, I went to, I just did my hair. I went to this salon. Oh my God. I was talking to this guy. Oh my God. I was on Instagram. I posted. I just stop it. It's not a good habit. A conversation is communication between two or more people. There has to be feedback. So you're not more important than any other person in this conversation, even if it's between two people. You're not over important. So just be humble. Remove all the eyes. And stop assuming that you're good in communicating. So the others are the ones who need to catch up. Pride comes before a fall, and I will say it because it's true. Just be humble. Be humble though, listen to other people, give other people a chance. Do not overemphasize the things that you have done, the person that you are. And I remember this story, this guy was sharing how he traveled on via air. And he was sitting next to this guy who was quiet the whole while, but the guy who's narrating was saying the way he kept on talking to this guy, telling him the way, he's from where, he has done this, he has that. He's like, because he felt like he's of importance. So people should know him. So this other guy, his neighbor, just kept quiet. So at the time while they are lighting, this neighbor of his gives him his card. And this guy who's narrating said he had never been so embarrassed of himself because this guy who was sitting next to him is such a prominent person in their country. Like, he's so well known and he's a business person. Like, he's those influential people, but he was so silent the whole time. So this guy missed out an opportunity from learning he missed out on an opportunity to learn from this person who has more achievements than he has. Not to say that there are people who are better than others, but you see, by listening and getting to know the other person more and removing the I factor, it gives you an opportunity to learn from others. But if it's always about you, you're the one who's done things, you are the one, excuse me, there's God, and he's the Alpha and Omega. He's the only one who is allowed to say he is the one. So as long as you're here on earth, trust me, you are not better than anybody else. You have not done things that other people have not yet done. So just be humble and respect other people's opinions and listen to them. Together, number 9, this habit is called equating experiences. I come to you and tell you, oh, by the way, I was so sick yesterday. Oh, even me yesterday I had a headache, I had a stomach. Oh, by the way, my phone, even my phone has been disturbing me. My uncle passed on. I even know my uncle passed when I was 3 years old. I can even remember. It was so painful. That's just bad habits. That's bad manners. If someone comes at you with the experience, do not try to make them the experience smaller just because you feel like you have been through the world, you have been through hell, and we should be congratulating you for surviving. Everyone goes through life. Let me just put it out here. So when someone comes at you with their experience, listen to them and give them empathy as per their current situation. Don't try to make it smaller or tell them people have even gone through worse things. They probably know people have had such experiences, but at that moment they just want someone to talk to them, encourage them, and just make them feel like the world is not ending. But you want to say the way even you went through it, and there's a way you say it. Even if you went through it, listen, give them a chance to speak, and then you say, what you're going through, I've also been through that, and this happened to me, and this is how I was able to come out of it. But don't interrupt them and say, oh, you're not even me. No, just give them time to listen. Maybe it's not even your time to share your experience yet, at least until when they're out of that somber mood, and then you can tell them, by the way, even me, I'm a victim of this, so that at least they feel like they're not alone. But at that moment, just give them empathy as per their situation. Don't try to equate other people's situations to yours and make them feel like theirs is smaller. Finally, this worst conversation habit is called shouting or being loud. But let me defend sanguines like me. You know, sometimes we don't know when the volume is going up. Like we are just talking. Like that's us talking. There are people, by the way, who are just loud. And maybe they don't know that they're being loud. Sometimes even my friends, they're like, but I promise that sometimes you don't notice when your volume is rising. But it's just good, like when you're in public spaces, to also just, you know, be ladylike and don't shout. Like we're being told in high school, you know, ladies don't shout on the corridors like hooligans, blah, 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 blah. I think they were training us for life. But yes, it's just good manners when you're in public spaces. Don't announce that you're there. Don't announce. Just be ladylike. Respect other people in that space. It's public space, yes, but still you need to respect other people. You can shout at home, by the way. You can just, you know, call people and tell them, now I want to shout because I'm in my home. If that will make you feel better. Yes, so those are some of the worst conversation habits, and I pray that God will help you and help me to be better communicators, so that we get rid of these bad habits and we make room for new and better habits. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.